Welcome to the Author's Corner Review, brought to you by KNEO Radio, 91.7 FM. I'm Roberta Foster, and today I've got some interesting fiction books for you, all published by Revell. The first one is called The Belle of Chatham, written by Laura France and published by Revell. Laura France marks America's 250th independence anniversary with Revolutionary War romance novel. Two-time Christie Award winner Laura France delivers perfect timing with The Belle of Chatham, a captivating Revolutionary War romance releasing just as America prepares to celebrate the 250th anniversary of its independence. Set in 1777, this gripping tale follows two sisters navigating love and loyalty during the tumultuous crossroads of the American Revolution, offering readers a powerful tribute to the courage that shaped our nation's founding. Maybelle and Coralie Bohannon's quiet life ends when the American Revolution turns their quaint New Jersey village into a battlefield. Rebellion ripples through their family as the Bohannon family takes opposing sides, patriots and loyalists, causing a deep chasm that fractures their once unbreakable bond. Torn between her growing love for an American general and her suspicion that her sister is a British spy, May embraces the patriot cause and leaves the only home she's ever known for the New York frontier. When betrayal strikes in the heart of the wilderness, May is forced to take a perilous journey that tests her survival and the lives of those she loves, all in the name of liberty. The Belle of Chatham weaves together heart-wrenching family drama, romance, and pulse-pounding adventure into an unforgettable story of sacrifice and survival. France masterfully captures how ordinary people found extraordinary courage when their world and their hearts hung in the balance. Laura France is a two-time Christie Award winner and the ECPA best-selling author of more than 15 novels, including The Indigo Heiress, The Rose and the Thistle, and The Frontiersman's Daughter. She is the proud mom of an American soldier and a career firefighter. Though she will always call Kentucky home, she now lives with her husband in Washington State. You can learn more about her at Laura France, that's Frantz, laurafrance.net. And that's the book, The Belle of Chatham by Laura France. The next book is diving into the biblical historical fiction genre, and it's called A Deeper Well, the story of the woman at the well, written by Jill Eileen Smith. Renowned for her commitment to biblical accuracy and meticulous historical research, Jill Eileen Smith has earned recognition as a leading voice in biblical fiction. Her latest work, A Deeper Well, breathes new life into one of the Bible's most memorable encounters, weaving the timeless story of the woman at the well into a richly textured narrative that resonates deeply with contemporary audiences. In ancient Israel, Nessa's beauty becomes both a blessing and a curse when her father arranges her marriage to a wealthy widower, prioritizing the substantial bride price over his daughter's happiness. Heartbroken at being torn from Lavi, the young man who truly loved her and saw beyond her physical appearance, Nessa watches helplessly as her first love departs, taking her dreams with him. Determined to make the best of her circumstances, Nessa attempts to find contentment in her new life. However, when tragedy strikes her husband's household after just 1 year, she finds herself returned to her father's home. Eager to profit once again from her renowned beauty, her father quickly arranges another advantageous match with a prosperous young man from Sychar who desires the most beautiful woman in the region. As misfortune shadows Nessa through successive marriages, she becomes increasingly isolated and bitter. Her string of failed relationships leaves her reputation in tatters and her heart hardened, until a chance encounter at the town well with an extraordinary Jewish rabbi changes everything. In that moment, she discovers that her true worth has nothing to do with her appearance or her past, but with the love of one who sees into her very soul. Smith masterfully weaves historical authenticity with biblical truth, creating a compelling portrait of a woman whose story continues to inspire readers across the centuries. Through careful research into first-century culture, customs, and daily life, Smith provides readers with an immersive experience that brings the ancient world vividly to life while exploring timeless themes of love, redemption, and divine grace. Jill Eileen Smith is the best-selling and award-winning author of 25 fiction and nonfiction works, including biblical novels such as her first series, The Wives of King David. Her newest book was released in February 2026. You can find out more about her at JillEileenSmith.com. And that's the book, A Deeper Well, The Story of the Woman at the Well by Jill Eileen Smith, also a Revell publication. And now we switch genres to romantic suspense. And this book is called Deadly Currents at Hidden Bay, written by Elizabeth Goddard. With more than 1.5 million copies of her books sold worldwide, Goddard has established herself as a master of romantic suspense who consistently delivers stories that keep readers turning pages late into the night. Now Goddard returns with the thrilling conclusion to her Hidden Bay series with the book Deadly Currents, weaving together a maritime mystery, family loyalty, and deadly secrets. Deadly Currents is a must-read for romantic suspense enthusiasts. Investigative journalist Cressida arrives in Hidden Bay to complete her late father's manuscript about shipwrecks, a project that becomes far more dangerous than she anticipated. When her research into the enigmatic ghost ship, Spectre's Bounty, leads her to follow a single clue, the name Evelyn Monroe, Cressida quickly discovers that some maritime mysteries are buried for good reason. County Detective Braden has his own compelling reason for being in Hidden Bay. He's determined to secure life-saving medical treatment for his niece. However, before he helps his niece, he must first protect Cressida from escalating threats. He soon finds himself drawn into a web of historical secrets and present-day vengeance. Together, Cressida and Braden must navigate treacherous waters, both literally and figuratively, as they race to separate myth from reality before the past destroys their future. Elizabeth Goddard is the USA Today bestselling and Christie Award-winning author of more than 60 novels, including the Missing in Alaska, Rocky Mountain Courage, and Uncommon Justice series. You can learn more about her at elizabethgoddard.com. That's Deadly Currents from the Hidden Bay series, written by Elizabeth Goddard. And the last book to tell you about today is called Raging Waters, and it's written by Dana Mentick, and also a publication of Revell. Best-selling author Dana Mentick has received rave reviews for Fire Mountain, the first book in her Elements of Danger series. Now she unleashes her newest adrenaline-fueled thriller, Raging Waters, a gripping tale that plunges readers into the dangerous world of drug kingpins, true crime podcasting, and deadly pursuits. After Mackenzie Bardeen loses her brother in a deadly drug deal, she launches a relentless pursuit of justice. Using her true crime podcast as a weapon, she hunts for the shadowy kingpin known as Bullseye, while harboring deep resentment toward Gideon Landry, Erin's former best friend, whom she holds partially accountable for the tragedy. When fate forces Mackenzie and Gideon together in the remote Washington wilderness, they must overcome their bitter history to survive. Deadly assassins are closing in, and rising floodwaters threaten to claim them both. Gideon wants nothing to do with Mackenzie or her reckless podcast, but when dangerous enemies close in around them, he recognizes she's facing threats beyond her understanding, and his protective instincts won't let him abandon her. Together they must outrun both the torrential floodwaters threatening to sweep them away and the vengeful crime boss determined to silence them forever. In this adrenaline-fueled adventure, best-selling author Dana Mentick delivers a heart-stopping tale where survival depends on trust and love emerges from the most unlikely circumstances. And Dana Mentick is a New York Times, USA Today, and Publishers Weekly best-selling author. She's written more than 50 mystery and suspense novels for love-inspired suspense, Harvest House, and Poison Pen Press. You can learn more about her at danamentick.com. That's DANAMENTINK.com. The book again, Raging Waters. And now recapping our books for today. Raging Waters by Dana Mentick. Deadly Currents by Elizabeth Goddard. A Deeper Well by Jill Eileen Smith. And The Belle of Chatham by Laura France. All of these books published by Revell. So if you'd like to know more about these and their upcoming publications, then we invite you to visit their website, and that's revell.com. And if you'd like to hear this review again or share it with another, you can find it on your favorite podcast platform or through KNEO.org. This has been Roberta Foster with your Author's Corner Review. Join me again next time on KNEO 91.7 FM The Word or your favorite podcast platform.